Right, welcome to Original Bacon. This is part 3 of my new comic books that I found this week. This is the last issue that I bought at the comic book store, and Uncanny X Men issue 29. This is kind of the conclusion to the Will sequence, although we're going to see that it has a nice little twist. I found a really old issue of Green Lantern. It's called the final chapter of the saga of the Green Lantern Corps. And then I got a couple issues of the Mighty Avengers, issue 13 and 14, which lead to the current issues of the Mighty X Men, which is the new Captain America, and which is Falcon, the new Falcon led Captain America and the Mighty Avengers series right now. So first off, we have the Uncanny X Men, which is one of my favorite series right now, written by Brian Michael Bendis, one of my favorite comic book writers right now. So Ileana shows up, which is Colossus's sister, or Magique as she is called in a lot of the main series. She teleports back in time to get help from Stephen Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, considering that he's part of the Illuminati right now, and he's basically considered evil right now, and he probably wouldn't help the X-Men. And she reveals to him that there is a Omega level mutant that could possibly destroy all of humanity and basically crack the planet in half, and she wants to find a way of stopping him by either suppressing his powers or killing him, or what can they do. And meanwhile, Cyclops is trying to talk some sense into the new mutant. Cyclops is the only one that he is trusting right now. And Magneto shows up out of nowhere and is trying to talk some sense into Scott that this mutant is way too powerful, and that he's killed millions or probably thousands, not maybe millions of humans, and that saving this mutant isn't going to basically bring Xavier back. And one of the main reasons why the new kid is losing it is that he's killed so many people, and now he's aware of killing all these people. And Magneto says that Scott says that Magneto is the perfect person to talk to about having to live with knowing that you've killed so many people. And basically Scott and Magneto are going back and forth on whether they should save this mutant or kill him, or whether he should kill himself, because it seems like he wants to kill himself right now. But he doesn't want to talk to Magneto right now, and so he sends him away. And then Scott is worried that he killed Magneto, but he didn't kill Magneto. He just sent him back to where he sent Scott the first time that he teleported everybody away, to the Xavier School, or the new Xavier School that was made out of the Weapon X facility, where all of the Scott's new X-Men are. And it is revealed that Ava has a plan to go back in time and talk to Charles Xavier, in telling him about everything that is going to happen with the new mutant, and seeing if he can stop it. Also, that though if she goes back in time, Xavier's going to be able to see that Scott kills Xavier, and then will that alter reality in the future? We'll find out. We're not quite sure what's going to happen. And the Stepford sisters, which are right there, they kind of changed their look, because they didn't want to all look like Emma Frost. We have one that stayed blonde. We have a redhead and a brunette now. But Ava leaves anyway after Celeste is trying to talk some sense into her, either since Celeste is the only one that knows. Maybe her sisters know, but Celeste is the only one that Ava knows. Ava only knows that Celeste knows what happened to her in the alternate universe in like the 3 or 5 years that she was gone during that 3 to 5 minute part where she had time jumped without knowing how to get back. But meanwhile, Emma Frost and Dazzler and Kitty Pryde are trapped at the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning, and we have Iceman, Beast, and Storm and Rachel show up to talk to them. I forgot what happens during this point, but Scott's still trying to talk some sense into the New Mutant, where Magique shows up with the eye from the Sorcerer Supreme, and apparently it will reveal whether the New Mutant is a terror that should be killed or whether he can be saved, and what his power set is and what he will do with it, basically. So it will reveal everything about him. But little do they know that S.H.I.E.L.D. is showing up, guns blazing, and that is the New Mutants' Skull and Cyclops' Skull and Magique's. They didn't get out in time, and they have been killed. But don't be worried, because it looks like someone has traveled back in time and is warning Xavier of something. Who could it be? So we'll find out what happens next time. I'm really interested in this series, and I should probably put that in my box set, Things from Another World. I have not read this issue yet, but it looks really cool. The artwork is really awesome. I have a hard time reading these issues because of how faded they are, but really good, amazing artwork. And it seems like it has a really good story. There seems to be everybody in this issue. They're trying to stop Sinestro, so it's a classic issue of Hal Jordan versus Sinestro. And apparently there's a Power Girl ad there. Apparently it's when she's right after the issues of the Final Crisis. She is getting her own series. I still need to read the Final Crisis. But it looks like this will be a really good read. I'll have to read that really soon. Meanwhile, issue 13 of Mighty Avengers. I haven't been keeping up with the series, but it made me really want to. Apparently, the Mighty Avengers were a team a long time ago, led by Luke Cage's father, who basically banished a bunch of evil from the world with their combined might. There's, what is that? That's the, what is it? All right. All I know is that they show up out of no time. Apparently Blade has been captured and has been bled out, and they're going to use him to bring a great evil onto the world. And Blade is thinking about his wife and how she wanted to come with him, and that she is against his lone hero persona, that she can save and help him. But he didn't want anything to do with that, and now he's regretting that, and he doesn't think he's going to be able to see her again. When he is trying to escape, and he's breaking the chains, one of the sorcerers, or one of the original members of the Mighty Avengers, are talking to Power Man, which is really interesting because I've been watching the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon series on the Disney Channel, and Power Man is basically Luke Cage, but younger. And so I find it really weird that they have a character on the Mighty Avengers called Power Man, but it's led by Luke Cage. So I don't know who this kid is, or if he's maybe just a time traveler and he's Luke Cage from the past. But apparently he has psychic abilities and can track down Blade through his aura signature. And he's only able to sense Luke Cage or Blade because Blade is revealed to be fighting back against the vampires or demons that are have him captor, and that is the original member of the Mighty Avengers. There's Luke Cage's father, and these are the people that are summoning the demon. I guess it's not a demon, actually. They are summoning an ultimate power to combine them into one being. We have Lucidus, ruler of the water, Karn, ruler of the earth, Visiata, ruler of air, and Adur, ruler of fire. They would fight against each other if they only one of them got the power, but because they know that they'd be fighting against each other, they combine to create one being. And here's where Power Man's able to start seeing where Blade is, because Blade starts fighting against them again. He's fighting against these scorpion creatures. He's able to get loose. Power Man senses him, and they are on their way to rescue him. And they're about to go and rescue him, and then the sorcerer uses a teleportation spell to just teleport them there without them asking. And the Mighty Avengers go and try to rescue Blade, only to find out that, or they're trying to stop the final ascension, basically, of those four who are basically doing an incantation, and they just have to stop them from saying the last words in order to be able to stop them from combining into one mythical being. Here they are trying to do, the little black word bubbles are the spell, but they are too late, and they have merged into this crazy looking creature that looks like the Mole Man beast from Fantastic Four issue 1. And apparently it sends them all into a dreamscape where they basically have to, they're basically trying to force the Mighty Avengers into giving up and basically giving them all the power. And they get, Luke Cage is stuck in a dreamscape where basically all babies are basically being captured by this creature. I guess they're being eaten or something by the creature. And Jessica Drew, or I mean not Jessica Drew, but just his wife and his baby are already dead, and he still won't give up. And he's the only Mighty Avenger that stands even after losing everything. And the creature doesn't know why this is happening, but Power Man or Luke Cage is the only one who will stand up against the beast. And he gives the rest of the Mighty Avengers the power to stand up as well, creating... He's fighting back, and he's giving them power to create a being to fight the crazy demon. And he gives this chalice to the sorcerer, and the sorcerer is able to summon a creature made up of the will of all of the Mighty Avengers right there. And this is them all being saved. The reason why they fight. Creating this being right here to fight, and then there's this crazy godly fight right here going on. And they win a striking blow, stopping the ascension. And now they're going to take a break. But when they return, they will be Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. So that was a really good series. Gonna have to go back and check the rest of those out. I only have issue 1, and 1 and a couple random other issues in 13 and 14. So thank you for watching the Original Bacon. Those are my comic book finds for this week. Again, Uncanny all new X Men annual number 1, where it gives some history on what happened to Ava. Then we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. issue 1. We have Green Lantern Corp. issue 228 or 224. We have Mighty Avengers issue 13 and 14. I'm thinking I really want to go back and read that series. We have Uncanny X Men. This, I think, is a must-read. Really good series. I think all new X-Men and Uncanny X-Men are very awesome reads. This is a funny little read. If you are a big fan of X-Men and Spider-Man, it's a must-read. Spider-Man and X-Men issue 1. We have Spider-Man 2099 issue 6, which is, I believe, the first spin-off issue of his team in 2099 trying to fight against the Spider-Verse. Then we have Spider-Woman issue 2, where she is infiltrating the castle and mansion of the Hunters and saving Silk. And we have the Spider clones in the Scarlet Spider issue 2, finding the cloning facility and stopping the clones of the fighters. So we'll find out, or the Hunters, and we'll find out what happens next time. Super excited to find out what happens, and thank you for watching Original Bacon, and have a great day.